Henry VIII. Major characters: King Henry VIII. He wants what he wants. Cardinal Wolsey, conniving, greedy, and duplicitous advisor to the king. Anne Boleyn, Bullen, expresses sympathy for Queen Catherine and says she would never want to be queen. Yeah, right. Queen Catherine, Henry's loyal and devout Catholic wife of nearly 20 years. Thomas Cranmer, Archbishop of Canterbury, religious advisor to the king, who has his back when it comes to malicious rumors. The story. The play opens with a group of three noblemen: the Duke of Buckingham, Duke of Norfolk, and Abergavenny, complaining about Cardinal Wolsey, the king's most trusted advisor. Wolsey is seen as power hungry, ruthless, and greedy, not only by the nobility but also by the commoners, who are not happy about new taxes being levied on them. Buckingham had been arrested and charged with treason, a move that he is sure Wolsey is behind. Catherine speaks to the court on behalf of the king's subjects in opposition to the new taxes. Henry orders a stop to them. Wolsey secretly takes credit for being the one to repel the taxes, an attempt to improve his reputation among the commoners. For laughs, the king and a couple of his men disguise themselves as shepherds and crash a grand party at Wolsey's house. There, a beautiful young woman named Anne Boleyn captures his eye. Wolsey unmasks the king, who assures Anne that he will not forget about her. Buckingham is found guilty of treason and sentenced to execution. Word on the street is that Buckingham was set up by Wolsey, and rumors are also afloat that the king wishes to separate from Catherine. In fact, Henry has filed a divorce petition with the Pope. Catherine begs Henry to not divorce her and openly accuses Wolsey of being behind the whole thing. Though he appreciates Catherine's loyalty, the king still wants to pursue the divorce. Whether or not he receives a green light from the Pope, he and Anne are quietly married. Private letters between Wolsey and the Pope are intercepted by the king, who is infuriated to learn that Wolsey had secretly advised the Pope to wait to grant the divorce until Henry's infatuation with Anne has subsided. Henry strips Wolsey of his office and confiscates his property. Shortly after his arrest, Wolsey dies. Queen Catherine, demoted to a princess dowager, has grown tired and claims her death is at hand. Free from the spell of Wolsey, Henry is troubled by new allegations of wrongdoing by his close adviser Cranmer, the Archbishop of Canterbury. Henry gives his ring to Cranmer to prove his innocence at his trial, a move that signals to the trouble stirring nobles that they have messed with the wrong man and that the infighting should stop. Anne is crowned in a lavish coronation ceremony, and all marvel at her beauty and grace. The play concludes at the baptism of baby Elizabeth. Cranmer speaks eloquently about her future greatness and all the good that she will bring to England.